March 1, 2026 Afternoon News Summary, New York Time, covering 12 noon to 6 evening. Don't forget to subscribe before we start, so you don't miss out on the latest international news. News 1, UN Security Council to vote on Gaza ceasefire resolution. The UN Security Council scheduled an emergency vote for 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on a U.S.-drafted resolution calling for an immediate, temporary ceasefire in Gaza and the unconditional release of all hostages. Diplomatic sources indicate intense negotiations are ongoing to secure the minimum 9 votes and avoid a veto from permanent members. News 2, Fed's preferred inflation metric holds steady in January. The U.S. core PCE price index rose 0.4% month-over-month and 2.8% year-over-year in January, matching forecasts and confirming persistent price pressures. The data solidified market expectations that the Federal Reserve will hold rates steady at its March meeting, with Treasury yields edging higher. News 3, European Union approves landmark AI Act. The European Council formally ratified the Artificial Intelligence Act, establishing the world's first comprehensive legal framework for AI. The law imposes strict bans on certain unacceptable risk applications and sets graduated rules for high-risk systems, with full implementation expected by mid-2026. News 4, oil prices surged 3% on geopolitical supply fears. Brent crude futures jumped to $84.50 per barrel following reports of a significant drone attack on a major Russian oil refinery and escalating Houthi strikes on commercial shipping in the Red Sea. Analysts warn of potential disruptions to global energy flows. News 5, Japan's industrial output falls sharply amid weak demand. Japan's industrial production fell 7.5% month-over-month in January, the steepest decline since May 2020. Far worse than the 6.7% forecast. The data, attributed to slumping exports and domestic consumption, increased pressure on the Bank of Japan to maintain ultra-loose monetary policy. News 6, major tech firms face new EU Digital Markets Act charges. The European Commission announced it is preparing new charges against several gatekeeper tech companies for alleged non-compliance with the Digital Markets Act, specifically regarding restrictions on app developers and steering. Formal charges are expected to be filed next week. That's all for today's news. See you next time.